In today's video, we're going to be doing a review as well as a track test on the Dinka Postlude. But before we start, let's see how it looks and at the same time how it sounds. Anyways, enough with that, and now let's move on to the performance, and starting off with the acceleration. So the Dinka Postlude, it is a front wheel drive car, and well, from that we know that it is not that great when it comes to acceleration or when, well, launching off the line. In fact, while launching the car, it spins in the same place for a while, and then after that, after a few meters as well, it just keeps spinning, so that is pretty bad. But then after that, after the wheels stop spinning, it does accelerate a little bit better than usual. I mean, right? But still, it's pretty poor. So when it comes to the acceleration, I'll give it a thumbs down. Next up, we move on to the top speed of the vehicle. So when it comes to the Dinka Postlude, the top speed is again pretty lackluster. It's not that high. I guess it has a top speed of 103 to 105 miles per hour, which is not that good. So if you want to drive fast in a straight line, or you want to be the fastest from the coupes category, well, it's time to look elsewhere. Next up, we move on to the handling, and oh my goodness, this is even worse. The handling of the Dinka Postlude is very bad. It understeers and oversteers about 100% of the time, and honestly guys, it is very hard to control, especially if you're not that great of a driver in GTA Online. So honestly, from here we understand that the Dinka Postlude from the performance point of view is not that great. It's actually terrible, to be really honest with you guys. So if you want a car that's pretty fast and handles very well, then the Dinka Postlude is not the one for you. However, talking about the Dinka Postlude, if you are a person who likes to modify your car, customize your car, the Dinka Postlude is the one for you because, well, it has tons of customization options, and honestly the one that I have right now will not do it justice. I mostly prefer simple cars, and even while modifying them I prefer to keep it as simple as possible. But trust me when I say that the Dinka Postlude has a ton of customization options, and yes, you can actually make this car your own and, well, very unique. So when it comes to the customization point of view, well, the Dinka Postlude is amazing. Anyways guys, now let's move on to the track test and as well as the conclusion, and starting off with the conclusion. Oh, and one more thing, let's talk about how the car feels. So the Dinka Postlude, when it comes to the performance, it's not that great, but however, when it comes to the feel, I feel like the car feels very nice to drive. It may not be the fastest, it may not handle the best, it may not even accelerate very quickly, but however, when it comes to driving the Dinka Postlude, it certainly will put a smile on your face because, well, it's fun to drive. I honestly don't know how a car which oversteers or understeers 100% of the time is actually fun to drive. But oh well, I guess there are things in this universe or in this world that cannot be explained. Anyways, moving on to the conclusion of the Dinka Postlude. So like I said earlier, when it comes to the performance, the Dinka Postlude is not really that good. It's actually very bad. But at the same time, it has the looks, it has the customization, and it feels very good to drive. And I feel like these are some of the things that are enough to justify buying the Dinka Postlude. But again, that also differs from person to person because, well, if you're like me, you just want a car that feels nice, I definitely go for the Dinka Postlude. But if you're a person who's, well, mostly in it for the performance, then I guess it's better to look elsewhere. But at the same time, when it comes to the real conclusion on whether the Dinka Postlude is worth it or not, I'd say that it is not really that worth it. It may be a fun car to drive and, well, customize, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's better to spend your money elsewhere. Anyways, now let's move on to the track test, and well guys, after a few multiple attempts in my own personal racetrack, I have gotten a best time of 3 minutes and 42 seconds, which is honestly pretty decent for a car from the coupes category. And with that out of the way, now we come to, well, the end of the video or the review of the Dinka Postlude. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment down in the comment section and subscribe to the channel. It will really help me out a ton. And with that, I guess I'll see you guys next time.